it wasn't a place for that. So why he would come up to me like, you feel me? Yeah. And he wasn't even like in the right state of mind anyway, so.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
And he just said he bought 400 million deal with 62 flats in New York, and none of them were real. Why do you feel the need to embarrass yourself like that?
Gervonta Davis just dropped a bombshell. He claims the NYPD is investigating Floyd Mayweather over a $42 million real estate scam. According to Davis, Mayweather is mentally unstable and a master manipulator. He says Floyd didn't just scam strangers. He scammed him, too.
Yeah. But people it wasn't around, like, long enough to understand that. They just, bias type shit, like you said.
If you've been following Mayweather's story, this isn't a shock. It's a pattern. Legal messes, shady deals, and headline-chasing behavior. Whether it's pride, addiction to status, or flat-out denial, one thing's clear. Floyd Mayweather would rather lose it all than evolve.
400 million deal with 62 flats in New York, and none of them were real. Why do you feel the need to embarrass yourself like that? Just live your life and enjoy. Nobody cares how much Bugatti you got. Nobody cares about how much Ferrari, how much watch, your watch cost 18 million, whatever. Nobody cares. These are all liabilities. As soon as you buy the watch, you can't sell it for 18 million again.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
And of course I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more scamming to be done.
And it's not over.
My God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he f***ing did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
In 2013, Mayweather boasted to ESPN that he had $123 million in a single bank account. It was supposed to show financial genius. But when the IRS slapped him with a $22 million lien for unpaid taxes from 2015, the brag started to backfire. Turns out, having cash doesn't mean you know how to manage.
How much money do you have in your bank account?
Which account? Which bank?
You have more than one account?
Absolutely.
I don't even have one account. Give me the amount of money you have in one of your accounts.
200 million? 300 million?
Dollars?
Yeah. In different accounts.
His own accountant once said Floyd treated six figures like pocket change. $100,000, $200,000. Brushed off like lint on a designer jacket. To the average person, that's life-changing money. To Floyd, just another Tuesday.
Just residences making 100, 200 grand here or there, $50,000 not going to affect. But for those large investors, obviously that's becoming very concerning, because if you've got a building, big mall or something else, it could be worth, $100 million. All of a sudden you've got a $10 million profit on there that's now going to be taxed at 37 or 40 versus 20 to 24. Huge difference. So that's the biggest one people are keeping their eye on.
Joe Rogan nailed the irony. How does a man who rakes in millions end up neck-deep in tax debt? Rogan joked about Floyd getting a $25 million tax bill, only to find out he actually owed double. Funny, but not untrue.
It's neglect to pay.
Neglect, and it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this. He makes so much money, there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, like what are you talking about, man?
He's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash. Hilarious. I love it.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congratulations.
But he doesn't drive.
I like it. Good. You can sell those. They're worth a lot of money. You can get that money too.
Yeah.
It's just he's really interesting in the amount of money that he's able to generate.
Yeah.
That public apology Floyd made to Cleto Reyes CEO? It wasn't just about mending fences, it was part of a pitch to buy the iconic boxing brand. But it reeked of vintage Mayweather, trying to buy prestige while rumors swirl that he's broke. It's like watching someone light money on fire to prove they still have matches.
¿Dónde está Malena? We need to become partners. I need to buy the business. Okay. Malena Reyes, the daughter of Mr. Reyes. I know I made the other glove company big. That was me. I'm sorry. ¿Me entiendes? Él sabe que va a sobrarte a otra compañía. You want me to make this bag big? Que si quieres que haga Reyes la gran. Well, she gonna have to work with me. We gotta work together as a team.
Floyd's obsession with real estate goes beyond luxury homes. Think New York skyscrapers. It sounds impressive. Until you realize the motivation isn't investment, it's image. These aren't assets. They're trophies for a man addicted to validation.
Settled on investing his money, and one of the places that he invested in was One Vanderbilt in New York City. He has proudly recalled his investment in that skyscraper multiple times. He once said during an interview that people should Google his name along with the name One Vanderbilt, and they would see that he's a part of that project. He also referred to that building as being one of the tallest in the entire city, which was indeed a factual statement on his part. Even the host was surprised to hear about all this.
I own nine skyscrapers in New York City.
9 skyscrapers?
Yes.
Let me ask you this question.
He getting it to him.
Do you think that would be possible if you never bought yourself out of the top rank contract?
Well, I bought myself on my contract for $750,000, and in just 3 fights, I made $750 million.
So would you say that was maybe the biggest point in your career? Was
I think
because you had the talent, you had all of that.
I think the best thing about my career was I'm my own boss. That I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I rolled the dice, and to become great at whatever you want to do, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do.
One of his former partners pulled back the curtain. Mayweather's spending is out of control. Private jets, fleets of exotic cars, homes he barely lives in. The bills run into the hundreds of thousands monthly. No matter how big the check, he burns through it faster than it clears.
Look, man, we both made some real money, but you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. Say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
That's a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we real. Yeah. We never count nobody paper. So not I hope he got $10 billion. I hope he get out of this problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, he should be able to wire that.
Yeah, I think he could do that with no problem.
Then there's the claim from Gervonta Davis that Mayweather was detained in Dubai over unpaid jewelry debts. Whether true or not, the story hints at a man drowning in his own lifestyle. A legend in the ring, but possibly a prisoner of his own image.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather supposedly is held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. And Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get on live right now. And you owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
More reports from Dubai only deepen the scandal. Vendors accuse Mayweather of buying high-end goods without paying up front. Relying on fame as collateral might work once or twice, but eventually the tab comes due. And when it does, even empires can crumble.
Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. And whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people.
Davis also peeled back the personal layer, saying Floyd used money not just as gifts, but as control. Lavish generosity, sure, but with strings attached. What looked like support was really a leash.
You off because you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and
Yeah.
I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29. You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
that
this.
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Take no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
And when it comes to legacy, Mayweather can't stand seeing younger stars rise. Davis claims Floyd tries to hold them back, afraid that someone might outshine him. It's not just ego, it's fear. Fear of fading away.
Mayweather said you over Pedraza. Did he really take Pedraza?
He didn't know how good I was and how I would have like handled the situation, so he just threw me out there. He was hurt. He was hurt. I mean, not even hurt. He was just bad. First of all, Floyd don't never want to see no one like a fighter do better than them. How the fuck would you say Terrence Crawford should fight? Gonna be there. That don't make no fucking sense. You don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you. You don't never.
So he doesn't lie.
Is there like a
last question?
Is there like a love-hate quality? Like
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest, but he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad. And he cause I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he can be good, but it's like it's always I'm this, I'm that, and it just I don't know.
His social media isn't just rich, it's aggressively rich. Closets of designer shoes, garages of rare cars, stacks of luxury goods. But if you're truly secure, why the constant need to prove it?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. has been paid over $1 billion through his career. What are the craziest ways that he spent it? Let's start with the ice. Dude has almost everything diamond crusted, from his plates and silverware to the case for his gold iPhone, to his $18 million watch nicknamed the Billionaire. Moving on, apparently Mayweather also loves golf, or probably just golfing around courses. Dude owns a pair of Cadillac and Bentley golf carts, worth over $500,000 together. Then there's his barber, who makes house calls 3 to 4 times a week, each visit costing money a clean $1,000. And it gets even crazier. Apparently, Floyd never uses the same pair of boxers twice, and he'll leave all of his kicks at hotels he stays at as gifts to staff. But the scary thing, none of this comes close to the dude's gambling habit. Floyd reportedly dropped over $6 million on the Heat in Game 7 of the 2013 Finals. Thankfully, LeBron came through for him, and that's just a slice of the money life of Money Mayweather.
Every purchase is content. Every deal is a performance. Mayweather doesn't just spend, he broadcasts it. But the louder the display, the more it feels like overcompensation. The rumors of debt keep piling up, but Floyd? He just keeps swiping.
Pointed. The thing is that Floyd is what they call an independent contractor. And what happens is that when you become an independent contractor, Skip, if you make $230 million, they give you 2 checks or a check for $230 million. It is up to you to take out the deduction and make sure state, federal, and whatever else needs to be deducted is paid to the Internal Revenue Service.
Even Shannon Sharp had to call it out, slamming Floyd's exhibition match with Logan Paul as undignified. From one of the greatest boxers ever, to sideshow fights for cash. The legend's still there, but the legacy? That's what's on the ropes.
Floyd Mayweather was the highest paid athlete in the world, and you won't believe why. Early in his career, Floyd partnered with a fight promoter where he was making $3 million a fight, but he wasn't satisfied. He thought he could make way more with pay-per-view and wanted out of his contract. So he bet on himself and paid his manager $750,000 to get out. And you won't believe what happened next, so drop a follow. This would prove to be a huge win for Floyd, and after going independent, he made nearly $1 billion and became the highest paid athlete in the world.
That's it for today's breakdown. Don't forget to stay tuned. We're just getting started.